Hi guys, okay, so I wanted to give you a follow-up tutorial. Okay, last week I worked with Eve, one of my junior students, on just showing you a bit of a basic way that we coach the axe kick with kick paddles as a way to build it up, and especially for those of you who've come from like a kickboxing and Muay Thai background with the teep and the front kick. What I wanted to do today was use one of my bigger guys. This is Mike. Obviously some of you who've been following Warrior Collective will know Mike's my crash test dummy. I throw him in with everyone. He's been in loads of videos with different people. But what I'm going to use Mike for now is just translating some of those different elements onto a more full contact arena. In this case, the thigh pads and the belly pad. So last one we talked about the thigh teep and how we can use the mechanics of that to throw the axe kick. What we're going to add on to this today actually is the spinning hook kick. So I'm going to just break that down quickly for you first. So with the spinning hook kick, my partner, again, he's in a kind of kickboxing stance where he's mixing his striking up, knees, elbows, kicks. So he's not in a taekwondo stance. So a taekwondo stance would be much more linear, more side on. So when he's here now, he has to hide this transition of stance. So typically, we wouldn't normally throw this technique on its own unless the other person was tired or distracted or hurt. But now he's going to take a little step across with his left leg and turn his front foot. As he turns his front foot, he obviously looks and whips over his shoulder and looks over his right shoulder here. Now, with this one now, the foot that he's just turned doesn't turn anymore at this point. He's got to use his body like a spring. So once he's got here, the pad's going to be at head height. So he's going to throw almost like a back kick, very close to the pad before he whips it all the way through. That's it. So we're going to whip it all the way through for now. Obviously you can hook kick and land forward, but I'm going to get him used to using his hip to try and develop some power and get used to that kinetic motion of the turn. So we'll just do a couple of repetitions. He's not going to throw it like 100%. So I'm going to hold the pad, he's going to step, turn, and then bring it through. Obviously, because it's a thicker pad, what I don't want to do is give it loads of resistance. Like a kick paddle, I'm wanting to go through, so I want it to have a bit of contact. I'm not going to give it a load of feedback and stop his kick. So one more time, he turns, he throws the kick, I'll just let that go. Okay, so the three techniques that we're going to be using today are literally the high front kick, the high teep. We're going to be using the axe kick. And we're going to be using that turning hook kick here. Yeah. So all, they're not, I don't want to say that, the difficult kicks, they're not easy, and especially to add them in, you're going to need to put them behind some set pieces, especially for training, for drilling reasons. So the training drill that I'm going to use today is a basic combination. So we're going to go jab high, cross high, hook high, and then I'm going to double the pads up. He's just going to body kick with his rear leg. So that combination is going to be the precursor for each of these drills now. So one more time. So jab, cross, hook, right kick, and then back to base. Now once, drill number one is once he's got back to base, he's going to step his left leg all the way back behind him. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double the pads up. He's going to throw his left teep nice and high to the head. Okay, so one more time. So we're going to go jab, cross, hook, right kick. As he steps back, he's going to step back and then high teep this way. Now when he steps back, if you go back again, when he steps back, he can, if he wants, frame with his right hand when he steps back. Yeah, to make sure he's controlling the space and then high front kick this way. You don't have to, but it's an extra layer of protection. Remember, this drill is about attacking someone and expect an aggressive counter. Okay, and again, one more time, steady. Jab, cross, hook, right kick, steps back, and then teeps high. Well, then that's it. Okay, we'll do one more, a little bit sharper now. And again. That's it. Okay, so the next one is going to be using the axe kick, and we're going to be using that to come forward now. So same combination. We've done the jab, cross, hook, right kick. Now there's a couple of scenarios here that can play out. The one that I'm going to go with is once he's thrown that kick, I'm really wanting to disengage from this attack. I'm trying to step back. Now as I'm stepping back now, he sees me wanting to disengage. He brings his back leg forward to change stance. And now as he does that, he's going to use the momentum of that step to draw his leg over in an arc and drop the left axe kick down and across my body. And I'm going to simulate that position with my Thai pad facing up. So he throws that axe kick around and drops down. And notice how he drops the kick down like we talked about in the axe kick tutorial last time. So again, so go jab cross hook, right kick, I step back, he steps after me, chases me with that axe kick. That's it. Okay, we'll do it a little bit sharper, and again. That's it. So again, he could, again, look for me to step back, or he can create space by pushing. So once he's thrown the kick, he could manipulate me with his hands, and then step that leg back and chase me with that kick. There are obviously different options depending on how physical we're being and whether we're trying to manipulate their movement. Very often, there are some kickboxers who would, from here, use that left push, have a little step of that right leg and then left head kick, which is another really solid option. Okay, the last one we're going to do is that turning hook kick, and that's what we're going to do on the spot. So he goes jab cross hook, right kick. As he lands, he sees that there's an opportunity, he just turns and whips that hook kick all the way through. Again, this isn't necessarily a combination that you throw, okay, this is how it's going to be. It's the idea of throwing a combination and seeing how your training partner you're sparring or your opponent you're fighting reacts. So again, one more time, so go jab cross hook, right kick, turn, spin, and hook kicks all the way through. Okay, so we'll do one last one a little bit sharper now. Are you ready? Last one, and go. That's it. Now, when you're doing this as a time round, what I'd recommend is doing potentially number reps. So doing 10 to 20 repetitions of the first drill, repeat for second drill, repeat for third drill, and then put the timer on. Again, you could do the timer of just one of those drills, but then what I would do is give each of them a combination number, combination 1, combination number 2, combination number 3. You could do a time round with just those 3 combinations. You can even use those combinations and put them in a freestyle round. So I could use like a number system 1, 1, 2, right kick, pivot out left hook, pivot out left hook, right kick, combination 1, jab cross hook, right kick, steps back, left kick high, and then we're back to our stance again. Yeah. So we can mix it in that way, or literally just put those numbers, those combinations into one set round. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Again, just give you a little bit more of an idea of how I'd possibly integrate some of the things we did in the tutorial last time into a more full contact round. Again, it's not pure Muay Thai, it's not pure kickboxing, but nowadays I think it's a good idea to kind of hybrid your striking and learn from different art forms and play things together. If you want to understand different concepts and learn more, check out all the amazing coaches on Warrior Collective.